Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for another episode of In the Studio with Carliss. Today, we have another downtown St. Cloud business owner, Nancy Martinez from Evaluna Styles. Nancy, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me today.
And if you would, just introduce yourself to our audience, please.
Of course. Well, my name is Nancy Rodriguez. I'm from Venezuela. My business name is Evaluna Style. We are located in downtown St. Cloud, 1112 11th Street. This is St. Cloud, Florida. My shop is about, first of all, sandals. I designed the sandals and everything is handmade. We made all of the sandals in Colombia. And after I have 2 years working in my garage, I decide to open more and I have the possibility to start over in a new business for me in downtown San Cloud. So because of that, the location is bigger and profit, I start bringing clothes. I'm bringing clothes from Turkish, French, and LA.
Okay. Well, Nancy, you took this and ran with it, but thanks for that brief introduction. You answered about 3 questions.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, no worries. No worries. There's no right or wrong way in this podcast.
Of
The
course.
thing is that our viewers get an opportunity to know more about you
Sure.
and your business, Evaluna Styles. I think it has definitely brought a more of a different flair into downtown St. Cloud. The vibe that you have on that corner, you can go by. There's always music going on, and it's always a positive vibe. So, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, what we're going to do, I'm going to ask you a series of questions,
Mm.
things that I think that will help the audience get to know Nancy beyond what they see when they walk into Evaluna Styles. Okay?
Okay.
So, my first question is, and you kind of answered this earlier, how do you describe your boutique style and the overall vibe?
Well, my boutique vibe is like more like a beach style, more chilling. But at the same time, I would like to women be confident with the style, be secure at the time they dress up, and most important, elegant.
Okay, okay. All right, that's excellent. How do you stay on top of the current fashion trends while keeping your boutique in mind?
Well, I always say, meanwhile, women feel confident and beauty, I will bring for all my women a beautiful style to be very, very confident, like beach style, like the purse, sandals. Everything is a combination, and the style you give it to them.
Okay. All right. So, how important is the customer experience when they walk into your studio?
Well, the experience is the first of all to be relaxing, a good environment. I always bring a good music vibe, and also I make some coffee, cappuccino
Okay.
for all of them. So that I want all of my customer feel as they are in at home.
Okay. So, what have been some of your challenges in your boutique?
Well, most of my challenges was like I'm new and this is my first business. Languages, everything in town. The majority of people and customer are in the American English um, languages. So for me, I improved my second language as an English. But other than that, we are good.
Excellent. And what I like, Nancy, and I've said this to other guests on the show, I really like that you don't let the language be a barrier. You just
Yes.
continue to move forward and continue working toward it. So that, I mean, that speaks kudos to you as a business owner.
Yes, I mean, I say keep going, never give up. And meanwhile, the challenge is always up. I'm going to beat it.
All right. I like that. I like that. Okay. Next question. How has social media impacted your business?
Well, it impact a lot, a lot, a lot. I started on November. I have a mentor that she helped me a lot. Her name is Otilia Bernal. She teach me how to create and improve my business, how like to create more videos and be viewed, and that was most of my challenge. Like lose all of the scare on the camera, on the pictures, and it's still a challenge. I'm still learning, and I'm trying to be more secure of myself,
Right, right,
because you see on the sand something, but when you create the video or the pictures, it's another thing.
right, right. Excellent. Those are great points. And I like what you said, Nancy, about getting a mentor. I think mentors are so important. No matter how long we've been in businesses,
Yes.
a mentor helps you grow. A mentor helps you sharpen your skills. A mentor can help you not face some of the pitfalls ahead if you can talk that through. So I think that's very important. The listeners, I think, that's very important. And again, the podcast is just to give you ideas about the person. But
Sure.
what I like about being the host of this podcast is that you get to hear the highs and lows of a business.
Yes.
Because everyone thinks once you get a business that, it's success 100% of the time. It's not. There's days when you like, wow,
What we're gonna do? What is the next step? What we're gonna do tomorrow? Inventing always something positive for bring all of the customer. And for me, I working trying to bring more people know me at my shop. And as a mentor, I just say I recommend it a lot to everybody have a mentor, not only for create videos. No, as when you have a mentor, you create your business grow up, your personal growth is very, very important, and the way you need to speak with the other ones, it is very important because you need to be more professional.
right. That's great. So you talked about bringing people to your boutique.
Yes.
Do you have any specials coming up? I know Mother's Day is next week. What are you planning for Mother's Day? Let our viewers know.
Well, I have friends that are working on the beauty. So the promotion is make wax on the face, like eyebrows, facials, massage. It's like a little bit of everything for all of the woman in need.
Great. And I like that. It's kind of like a one-stop shop
Yes.
for Mother's Day. I think that's a good vibe. Now, as far as I heard you mention sandals, are you having any specials on your sandals or things of that nature? And I have been in the shop, and you do have a wide variety of sandals. And by us being in Florida, and it's getting hot, I think sandal
Yes.
it's definitely sandal time. So, what happens if a customer comes in and wants to try on a host of sandals? And if you don't have your size, what do you do in that regard?
Well, I'm start working on the size between 5 through 10. So meanwhile, we don't have that number. As the designer, we make the sandal for you. We could work on the sandal. Design it. If you want the same style, we create the same style in the number that is for you. And it is depend of what kind of sandal and the style is depend. I think it's between 2 and 3 weeks. Your sandal gonna be here in town.
Okay, excellent, excellent. So, my last question is, what advice would you give someone that's looking to open a clothing boutique?
First of all, they need to research, need to know what you want to do. Research every day until you get the point. This is what I want. This is the style what I want, and always see the pictures or the texture of, for example, for the clothes, you need to see what kind of clothes do you want to sell, and the quality. The quality for me is the most important. And even though the sandal, my type of sandal, there is no heavy. It is a type of sandal is very light and comfortable for all of your feet. I could spend like the 12-hour with my high heels, and I feel comfortable.
You said 12 hours in high heels?
Yes, all day.
Okay. So where would they find you again? Your address and what are your hours?
Well, they could find me 1211 downtown St. Cloud. The hours is for 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. from Tuesday to Saturday.
Okay. Now, do you offer online shopping?
Yes, we are working on the page on the web page. I think for the next month it's gonna be available.
Okay, that's
Selling.
that's
Yes.
excellent. And what is your social media tag? How would they find you on social media? Instagram, Facebook.
For the Instagram is Evaluna Style,
Okay.
and Facebook the same.
Okay. Well, Nancy, it has been a privilege to interview you. I'm sure you shared a lot of good information with our
Thank you
viewers.
so much.
Things that they have a better understanding of who Nancy is with Evaluna Styles. And I would highly recommend that if you're in the St. Cloud area, please stop by Evaluna Styles and see Nancy.
Thank you so
Also,
much.
if you did see her on this podcast, just let her know I saw you on the podcast and would love to see more. So, Nancy, thank you.
Thank you so much, and follow us.
All right. Good job.